Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to knit this hat. It's done with circular needle. It's very easy to make, and here is the list of materials you're gonna need to make this beautiful hat. To make this hat, the yarn I'm gonna use is from Lion brand, Wool Easy, thick and quick. Is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It has 170 grams. It's super bulky 6, and the color is Fisherman. This one that I bought a pile of them that were on sale when they were closing sellers here in Ottawa. So I bought a pile of them, and it's time for me to start using them. So it's Bernat Boa, 100% polyester, and 100 grams of yarn here. It's bulky 5, and the color is bright glitter, and it's a yarn like this. The knitting needle that I'm going to use, they're this circular knitting needle, but you can use a straight needle if you like. These ones are US 15 or 10 millimeter, and the circumference is 29 inches or 73.5 centimeters. You're going to need scissors, tapestry needle, and a marker, and a measuring tape, just in case that you're using different yarn to keep with the measurements. But if you're using the same yarn as me, you can go with the amount of row I will make, because I will give you that information as I work. The hat gonna be just like this one, but with different yarn, the same amount of stitches and everything, and you will see by using different yarn how different gonna look. Like I said, for this one, if you want to work with straight needle, you can do that with this type of needle. The only thing that I did all this one knit, but if you work in a straight needle, you have to do one row of knit and come back with a row of purl. One row of knit and come back with row of purl. To cast on my stitches, I have to leave enough tail to work with. So to do that, what I'm gonna do is wrap around. I'm gonna do 40 stitches, so I'm gonna wrap around my needle 20 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And if you are doing this with a straight needle, it will be exactly the same. Here I have enough for 20, so I'm gonna fold it in half, and I'm gonna grab it here, and here I have enough tail for my 40 stitches. Here I'm gonna do a slip knot, and that is my first stitch. Now we're gonna grab our knitting needle, either the circular or a straight one, whatever you're working with, and you're gonna pass through here. And this is the yarn attached to the ball of yarn, and this one is the tail. I'm gonna pass these fingers through here like this, and with these 3 I'm gonna grab the 2 tails. I'm gonna open these 2. I'm gonna come here, pass the needle. You see, you do an opening there, you twist your hand a little bit and grab that one in here and pass it through that opening. You let go of your thumb, and there you cast your first stitch, the second stitch. Like that, you're gonna continue until you have your 40 stitches. If you are using a thinner yarn and a smaller needle, you can cast 50. Like that. So I'll meet you here when I have my 40 stitches. Here I have my 40 stitches. Now with this little tail, I'm gonna do a knot here to secure the first stitch. I don't want it to be neither too tight, neither too loose. Just like that. Here you're gonna make sure that your first stitches here are not twisted, they're all through the inside like that, and here, you see, because if they're twisted you will have to start again and make sure that it's straight and then start netting. I place my marker. Now I'm gonna net. This hat is like the ones I did before, but we're gonna change color and you'll see how nice this one will look. I'm gonna net for 5 rows with this color. Here I finished my first row and I changed the marker again to this needle, and now I'm gonna continue netting all the way around. The only difference that you're gonna change the marker from one side to the other one, but everything is exactly the same. And I'm gonna do this for 5 rows. Here I finished my 5th row and measure 5 centimeters. Now we're gonna work with this yarn. I wanted to mention that I'm giving you the measurement too, because if you are using a thinner yarn, 5 row will be too small. So you can do 5 centimeters, and that will be however many rows you need to do to get to the 5 centimeters. This is for me, it's row number 6, and for you will be after the 5 centimeters. You're gonna grab this yarn and this one, and you're gonna do your first net, and in the second one you're gonna grab the tail, the yarn, and this one that you're working with, the 3 strand, and you're gonna pass it through the second one, only through the second one. That way you secure that yarn in there. You let it go to the tail and you just got those 2 strands of yarn, and you're gonna net all the way around just with those 2 like that. Now I'm gonna leave the colorful yarn there, and I'm gonna work with this one alone, and I'm gonna do row number 7, 8, and 9 just with this yarn, netting all the way around. But if you like, you can do the entire hat with the 2 yarn. It's up to you, or just with 1 yarn, or just with this one, whatever you like. So I will meet you here when I have my row 9, and then I will measure here. That way I will let you know how much measure the entire hat so far. That way you will know if you're working with thinner yarn how much you have to do before you adding again this color. Here I finished row number 9, and this measure 8.5 centimeters. And now for row number 10, 14, and 18, we're gonna work with the 2 yarn, and the other ones in between just with 1 color. And look how nice, and instead to be a plain 1 color hat, look how nice it look with those little bit of color all the way around. Okay, and this is row number 10, and it's with the 2 colors. Remember, row 10, 14, and 18 is with these colors, like that. Here I did my row 18, and look how nice the hat looks so far. And a measure from here to here 15 centimeters. So I'm gonna do row 19 and 20 with this yarn alone, and then in the 21 I will start with a decrease. When I finish row number 20, I will measure again and will let you know how much is measured, because if you are following my step just by measurement, not by the rows that I'm making, I will give you how many centimeters you have to do before the decrease. Remember, you have to do 2 more rows after this. Here I finished row number 20, and I measured, so far the hat measured from 18 and a bit, almost 19 centimeters. And now we're going to start with the decrease. In row number 21, we're going to do 8 net and 2 together. That will be 9 and 10 together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, sorry. 8 and 2 together, 9 and 10. And like that, you're going to continue all the way around until you finish row number 21. Here I finished row number 21 with a decrease. Now row number 22 is just net, no decrease, just one net on top of each net. And row number 23 will do a decrease. Here in row number 23, we're gonna work with the 2 color again, but if you like, you just continue with 1 color, but for mine, I will continue with the combination of the 2 color. I'm gonna do 6, 2, or 7, sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm sorry that I said 6, but they are 7. And this one, row number 23 is 7, separate, and 2 together. Like that, you're going to continue all the way around with the 2 color. In row number 24, you don't going to do any decrease. You're just going to work 1 color all the way around. And row number 25, you're going to do 6 net and 2 together. In row number 26, you're going to do just the stitches without any decrease. In number 27, you're going to add again the color, and you're going to do 5 net and 2 together. And like that, you're going to continue working until you have left like from 7 to 12 stitches on your needle. Usually I will do the adding the color when I do the row of the decrease, skipping 1 in between. As you decrease, it will be a little more difficult to work with the circular needle, so I recommend to pull the cable out a little bit, and that will make it easier. I mentioned that in row number 27 I will again work with the 2 color, but I didn't start working with the 2 color because it will be too close to each other, and I want around the same distance in between the colors. So don't do the 2 colors in row number 27. Because I don't put any color in row number 27, I did row number 28, just 1 net in each net, and then row number 29, I will do another decrease, and gonna put the color. So in this one with the 2 colors, it will be 4 net and 2 together. And this is row number 29. 2, 3, 4, and 2 together. Like that, you're going to continue all the way to the end. And row number 30, I think going to be the last row, and I'm going to show you what to do. And like you see, I have almost all my cable out. In this row, row number 30, we're going to start decreasing 2 at a time, all the way around. And it will be 4 and 4, because we have this yarn and the mixed color yarn, and here, we had 2. That will be grabbing those 4 like this, 2 of it, all the way to the end. You have to make sure that you grab those 4. 2 at the white and 2 at the color. Okay, all the way to the end. And that's row number 30. I did row number 30, but I need to do one more row with no decrease. I have already 10 stitches, and I'm gonna leave those 10 stitches on to finish. But I found that I need one more row. You try your hat on, and if you don't need one more row, you just stop there and wait until I finish this row of 1 net in each of the net. That way it'll look better here. Know that separation. And then I will show you how to finish. Here I have my 10 stitches left, and after I did that last row, now I'm gonna cut the yarn, leaving a tail long enough with the 2 of them, and with the tapestry needle I'm gonna pass it through those 10 stitches twice, and then I'll bring it inside and lose the tail. Why the 2? Because I want to secure this one, that way my hat don't come undone after a few try or a few wash. So I'm gonna do that and we'll finish the hat. Here I have the yarn, the 2 yarn on my tapestry needle, and now I'm gonna pass through here, through these stitches. Make sure that you grab every single stitches, because if you leave one, your hat will come undone. You have to make sure that you grab them, all of them, because you see in the cable they tend to go small, so you have to make sure that you grab them all and not just a little piece. You need to grab them, the whole thing. Like that. After you finish here, you just can pull this out and then pull your yarn to tie the hole in the top of the hat. Here I pull my yarn tight. Now I'm going to pass it again one more time all the way around on those 10 stitches, and then I'll pass my yarn through the inside and lose the tail. I like to give it 2 rows here because I see some hats that they only give it 1, and as the yarn start to stretch a little bit, they look not that good here. Just a little thin string in here. Here I turn my hat inside out, and here I'm gonna lose these 2 tails, and then after a few stitches I'm gonna separate them and pass one through a different stitch, and those 2 tails I will tie them together in a couple of knots, and that way I make sure that my hat is secure and don't gonna come undone. Don't forget to lose this tail here and this one here, and look, even the inside of the hat look really nice. When you lose this tail here, don't lose the tail through the inside, because when this roll like this, you will see that you lost your tail there. You want to lose this tail through the right side of the work. Here I want to show you the 2 hats, and you see, by just changing the yarn and making this one with a few extra row, the hats look totally different. They don't look like the same style hat. Now I'm going to measure this one. I will let you know how much I measure. And I wanted to show you, I have all this yarn left over. And this one, I hardly even touched that one. All that I have left over. So I'm going to measure and let you know the length. From here to the tip of the hat, I measure exactly 25 centimeters. And remember, this will roll a little bit here, and I want to show you here, look how nice that look in the top here. And now I'm going to put it on my mannequin and I will show you the end result. Well, here is the end result, and it looks fantastic. I just love this hat, and with all those colors you can wear this hat with any color jacket or sweater. It looks fantastic. Well, I hope you guys like it and give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber, and have a beautiful day. Bye.